Hey guys, welcome back to the Cycle Motorsports YouTube channel. Today we're exploring different avenues. We are at MSR Cressy running the 1.7 in a SR Rush. With me is Johnny from Rapscallion Motorsports. Johnny, thank you for having us.
Yeah, man.
Johnny, talk to me a little bit. What is an SR Rush?
So Rush SR. All right, so Rush SR, designed and built. SR Rush, designed and built by Rush Auto Works in Houston, Texas. Basically, father-son duo, both being engineers. Son had been growing up go-karting, and they both wanted to design and build a car that could fill that needed gap in motorsports, which is just an entry-level prototype car. We're not spending a whole lot of money to both own and run the car, and you can get that practice that you need before you jump into something that's going to be a larger investment like this. Rush SR, super cool, super fast, super cheap. Consumables are really low. Basically, the drivetrain is a GSX S 1000 motor, so it's a bike motor. Suspension is really tight, as you felt when you drove the car. Aside from that, man, it's just a blast to drive, super cheap. And the field in terms of the spec series is really large, so the racing is really good.
Yeah, I've seen you guys go. Well, you guys go to different series, right?
Yeah.
Because I've seen you guys at Laguna. Obviously, you guys have been at Coda. And it's usually a field of like a ton of cars. How many cars race at the same time?
Yeah, so like just in this past Grid Life Road Atlanta race, it was about 30 cars in the same field, being the Rush SRs. They also have the SRX field, which just came out. SRX is basically like the souped up version of the SR Rush. It's same drivetrain, except you got a turbocharger, you got a lot different aero, a little heavier, but that doesn't matter when you're pushing 240 horsepower in a 1,300 pound car. So it's a lot of fun to see how everything's been growing, especially the field. Some of the drivers in there are some of the best. Just like Spec Miata, it's got a very good strength of field.
So before we get into the car, the one thing I wanted to ask you is, what do people do? I've seen a lot of people stay in the SR series for a good amount of time, but what is this a stepping stone for? Do you see people go over and prototype? Do you see them run sports car? Or it's kind of a little bit of everything, right?
That's the beauty of this platform, is that it's not like you're pinning yourself into a corner, right? Where if you get into this entry-level prototype, the only thing you could really bring the skills to is just other prototypes. There's definitely skills you can gain in this car. Let's say if it's brand new, it's your first ever race car that you're going to run, where you can branch off into Spec Miata, or you can branch off into, NASA, SECO sports cars. But at the same time, like you can branch off, which it's perfect. It's much more in line for it, is prototypes like this LMP3 here, LMP4s, Ligier GT4s, Radicals. I mean, you name.
And people just do HPDs in them too.
Yeah.
Out there in HPDs.
Yeah, no, you can jump in HPD, wheel-to-wheel racing. I've seen people try to do a little time attack with it too. It's because very quick car, for what it is, super lightweight. But yeah.
All right, you guys, let's jump in the car and get on track.
session 2. Okay, after session 1, we had a decent debrief in the garage, and we spoke a little bit about what I thought the characteristics of the car were, how the car doesn't lend itself to trail braking. So that's one of the things. That's what was my main focus, to remove that from my mind, that I need to trail brake the crap out of a car to make the apex. Now, if trail brake, this is the flip side of it. If trail brake induces rotation, I'm gonna use that to my advantage, right? Because I'm so used to doing that. So for the second session, my goal was to keep on learning the car, start putting a good line on the track. Let's start using that mint car as a rabbit. You guys will see more of that mint car a little bit later. The car always seems to be a little bit snappy on entry, but I like that because it rotates. So turn a little bit earlier in here, because we want to use all the track here. Be somewhat aggressive, but still be courteous, Felix, because we do not want to harass people. Now, another thing, again, like I said, this is my first open wheel experience, and getting blasted by hot fumes from the back of that mint car was pretty insane. I definitely had never experienced anything like that. Not only fumes, rubber, and a lot of little insects recovering my visor. So leave a little bit of space for the green car. Turn it in. Let's keep on looking forward. Remember, slow speed car, don't get too frisky. Guys, I tell you what, this car made me use a lot of my strength. Like every time I got out of that car, I was tired. I was using every single muscle. Okay guys, this is third session. So now we've had 2 debriefs. Speaking of the attitude of the car, what I like, what I don't like. I didn't make any changes to the car. So I'm just kind of getting used to what's under me. I don't think I've exploited all the brakes because I'm not like fully locking up the brakes, but I don't want to either, right? So just kind of, it's been 2 sessions of just digesting everything I did. So here we're on the backside, and you can see I'm now using all the track, turn the car in, and here I was using like a abrupt release of the brake to kind of induce rotation. It wasn't that much on this turn, getting comfortable rolling speed through here, tombstone the back section. But as you can see, I didn't open up the corners in between, so I'm pinched on exit. Here we see the mint car in front of us, and perfect, it's a rabbit that I can chase. And let's try to just get close to this Carrera T. And also behind me is TJ, who is basically just waiting for me to do a mistake. Yeah, one little mistake and he's gonna be on my bumper. So teal car gives me a pass. I take the pass. I'm a little pinched here. Grab the curb, which I'm not supposed to, but that's okay. And now TJ is gaining on him. So my goal is to get away from TJ, because guys, it was getting competitive very quick. So here I dragged the brake too far in, big snap. Get it together, Felix. Don't get too froggy through this one. Still getting froggy through this one. Soft release, so no snap here, so perfect. Try to open it up. Late apex, and you can see in the mirror, TJ is hunting down that teal Carrera T. Take some throttle in, get to the apex, roll, use all the track. Here we're coming up on another group of cars, and one thing that still keeps me thinking about that teal car, because he is still somewhat close to me, with enough experience to think that in a car like this, that you can run with Carreras and the consumables are going to be super low because tires last forever, brakes last forever, is honestly very killer. And everything this car does, and everything you learn by driving this car, 1000% translates. That teal car is still on us, and TJ is right on him. So my goal, keep on setting clean laps, because one little mistake and they're going to be on you. You've already seen me have a couple snaps in this car. This car talks to you. And by talk to you, I mean like if you're in a little bit of slide, like the car acts very predictable. The car has repetitive behaviors. They spent a good amount of time tuning the characteristics of the car because the car does feel very good. Now, I'm sure we could tweak it in if we spend a weekend there, but honestly, the way it's set up pretty beautifully.
Alright guys, that's a wrap for today. What an incredible car. Honestly, my thoughts about it is an incredible machine to come and learn. Shout out TJ. TJ got us hooked up with the rentals. So TJ, thank you very much. Speaking of rentals, how can people do this? What we just did today.
Yeah, it's actually pretty simple. If you want to check us out on either our social media, our website, on Instagram, or Rapscallion Motorsports. On our website, it's racerms.com. We have a whole page dedicated going over the Rush car in detail. And from there, you can also contact us about in terms of rentals, what it costs, what it is, what do you get with the packages. Quite a lot of packages from anywhere from a new driver that's never been on a track before all the way to a fully experienced driver. We'll cater to everybody. So yeah, come check us out. Love to talk to you about it.
Yeah, my closing thoughts is, again, I'm going to say I had an amazing time. It's definitely a physical car. It's a car that also talks to you. That's big to me, right? Like I want to hop in a car and I want the car that's telling me what it's doing. This thing is, you're direct to the car. Yeah, you're literally part of the car. So it honestly, it was an incredible experience. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no worries.
I appreciate it very much. Guys, we're going to head back to the shop and close this out. Okay, guys, what an amazing experience it was to drive those Rush cars, especially alongside TJ, as we got competitive very quickly. So in my opinion, it's a great way to get into motorsports. The reason I say that is I've also been driving karts with TJ. I've driven a lot of GT cars, and I feel like the car is a mesh between them. The reason I say that is because you could feel understeer, you could feel oversteer. The car actually has usable aero, unlike most of our GT cars. So I honestly had a really good time for driver development. I don't think there's a better tool. Now, if you want to hop into a Rush, we will leave Rapscallion's information down below and tell them we sent you. Also, I want to know what you guys think about these cars down below, and if you have experience, please let us know. Make sure to like and subscribe. Guys, we'll see you in the next one.